Welcome back. Let's get started. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. We pugilists are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training, we forge devastating weapons of our fists and feet, which we employ to great effect in battle. There is no better place in all the realm to train in our discipline than here. If you would walk the path of the pugilist, I highly recommend you add your name to our roll. What say you, friend? A decision you'll not regret, but before we proceed to the paperwork, it is essential that you know something of our guild's storied past. Since time immemorial, man has used whatever has been at his disposal to settle disputes. In the beginning, that meant fighting with his fists. Such hand-to-hand combat existed in various forms throughout Eorzea, each evolving independently of one another. The origins of pugilism as we know it, however, can be traced back to the staging of bare-hand bouts at the Colosseum. These contacts attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles clashing together on the bloodsands. Amid this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, pugilists remember her participation in the gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes existence. The art practiced here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, before we can proceed with your enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know when you are ready to meet him. So, are you ready to present yourself to the Guildmaster's inspection? Master Hamon is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years the man ruled the bloodsands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges over yonder. Go now, and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Welcome to the Pugilist Guild, friend. Step within and witness the finest fistfighters in Eorzea, trading blows and refining techniques as they travel the path toward martial perfection. I am Kakaruna, and I have the honor of receiving visitors to the guild. Please do not hesitate to call upon me should you require any assistance. Let's meet with the guy. Hehe, past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Hey, you're not my errand boy. There's no dancer, there never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. What? You're here to enroll? Oh ho ho! Well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we make more than up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together and to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist master his potential. Yarg! Crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more or less. It gave me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Ah, right, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. To help you on your way, I'll add some names to your hunting log. Opponents that you might hone your skills against. And so as to make a budding pugilist of you, here's your very own pair of Hora. They're a tad old and rusted, but that'll serve to make you look meaner, I reckon. Now I have in mind to assign you your first lesson. Arm yourself with your weapons, and let me know when you're ready to begin. First going to talk to him. Ah, it is a fine day to be watching my pugilist at their training. Tell me about yourself. You mean you do not know Hamun Honelyfist, the man who once ruled the Bloodsands? Mayhap it was before your time. I used to be a champion of the Colosseum, but these days I train young hopefuls as master of the Pugilist Guild. If you're interested in learning hand-to-hand combat, you're welcome to sign up. And if you're a scantily clad maiden, then you're especially welcome. Ha ha ha. Maybe it's a good thing we are wearing these long robes. A pugilist is an expert in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training, he forges devastating weapons off his limbs. Having said that, fists and feet don't deal nearly as much damage as a blade, but what does it matter when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword? Aye, what pugilists lack in destructive force, he make up for in speed and cunning. I think we already read that. If you become as good as yours truly, your combinations will become so swift and seamless, folks won't be able to tell when one technique ends and another begins. Ha ha ha. Looking every bit a pugilist, lass. Now the training can commence. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Danalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Now this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using the Hora I just gave you. It counts for naught if you skewer the beasties with a spear or fry them with a spell, say. Then off we go. And none the worse for the extortion. Youthful vigor truly is a blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he is dealt. So get out there, Monocate, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. No doubt you do. Now let's pick up another crafter class. Or job, as they're called in this game. And here we are at the Goldsmith's Guild, so let's start talking. Good morrow to you, adventurer, and welcome to the Goldsmith's Guild. Have you come to observe our artisans at work? Indeed, it is a marvel to watch goldsmiths transform raw metals and uncut gemstones into sparkling rings, earrings and necklaces, some of which possess magical properties no less. You know, if you'd like to try your hand at goldsmithing, the guild is open to adventurers like yourself. No prior experience is required, for we teach you all you need to know about the craft. Would you be interested? Yep. It pleases me greatly to hear you say so. As the first step, I would have you understand the purpose of our guild. The vast mineral resources of Danalan have given rise to a grand goldsmithing tradition, which has been refined through the ages. Our techniques are renowned across the realm, and our creations held in the highest regard. However, we of Estemis Lapidaris, the premier source for Uldan jewelry, were not content to rest on our laurels. Seeking to advance our craft, we turned our eyes to the east, the only place in the known world whose goldsmithing was said to rival our own. We built the finest facilities to beckon their masters hither, and blended their foreign techniques with ours. Our guild quickly became the center of Eorzean goldsmithing. Aye, here you shall benefit from the refined wisdom of countless veteran craftsmen. You will learn to see the potential in your materials and shape them to your will. These are essential skills, for a goldsmith must hone his eyes to identify and appraise all manner of materials, and when needs be, recognize imitations for what they are. It is said that a master goldsmith can ascertain the authenticity of a man himself. You may one day come to possess such vision, but even the most magnificent jewel must begin life as a rough-hewn stone. It must be first cut and polished before it can delight the eyes with its brilliance. If you would become a goldsmith, you must needs refine yourself as you would a gemstone. It will take much time and effort, and there is no guarantee of success. Should you be certain that this is the life you seek, speak to me once more. We shall. Before you can embark on your journey to become a goldsmith, you must first seek an audience with our guildmaster. Are you ready to do so? You shall find Mistress Serendipity on the workshop floor, just down the steps. Show her your burning desire to learn, and you are certain to receive her permission to join. Although Mistress Serendipity is an acclaimed goldsmith, I fear she is still unaccustomed to the rigors of leadership. But I have faith that she will grow into her new position, so long as she avoids unnecessary distractions. Stop right there, little troublemaker. People are working here. Oh, pardon me. I had mistaken you for a moment. For a moment there I... Let's start over, shall we? What brings you to here today, adventurer? Do you perchance have aspirations to become a goldsmith? Yes. Really? That's great. Welcome. Welcome. I'm Serendipity, but you can call me Sarah. Or is that too informal? Sorry, I'm still unaccustomed to this whole guildmaster business. Ah, right. What did you say your name was again? Adrian? Oh, right. Monicate Morales. Well then, Monicate Morales, work hard, and one day your creations may line in the shelves at Estemis Aesthetics. Trust in yourself and you can achieve anything. That was sufficiently inspiring, I trust? Good. Next order of business, here is your new chaser hammer. Well, I say new, but it's actually a bit weathered. But never mind you that. Just show me that you can know how to hold it so we can get started. Oh, of course we're gonna talk with her first. Greetings, is there something you wish to ask about the Goldsmiths Guild? What do you do here? People call me Mistress Serendipity, but you can call me Sarah. I was recently appointed Guildmaster, so this is all quite new to me. My predecessor abruptly retired, you see, but that's a long sordid story that I'm sure you'd rather not hear. Now, I may not have much experience managing people, but I am a very good goldsmith, even if I do say so myself. Those who train under me are guaranteed to learn a thing or two. What is goldsmithing? Though we're called goldsmiths, we actually work with various kinds of precious metal and gemstones, all of which are abundant in Tanalan. Smelting, casting, cutting, polishing, we use all these techniques to craft beautiful baubles that delight the eyes. Mind you, the things we make aren't simply for show. A great many possess magical properties, and of course we craft scepters and staves that thaumaturges use to channel their magics. When you think about all the variety goldsmithing has to offer, it's really quite exciting. Great, let's get started. Though to be honest, I swear you've done this before, by the way you wear that hammer on your hip. Mind you, even if you do have some experience, a responsible guildmaster must ensure that her charges have a firm grasp of the fundamentals. Therefore, I command you, craft me a copper ingot. It's simple, really. All you need is copper ore and a wind shard. Our guild supplier, Eiston, can supply you with copper ore, and I gave you a few wind shards along with your hammer. At least, I think I did. If it turns out that you don't have any, you'll need to get some for yourself. Isn't this exciting, Monicate? Your first real challenge as a member of the Goldsmithing Guild. Show me the ingot when you're done. Good luck! Oh, did you forget what materials you need? Eiston over there can sell you copper ore, but I'm afraid he doesn't stock wind shards. Don't think too hard, Monicate. Just give it a try and see what happens. I don't, you know, this is quite... Nah, zzz. Utter garbage, the worst, not even fit for making a chamber pot. Quiet, Gigi, I'm the guildmaster. I get to decide what's fit for a chamber pot. Excuse me. He gets a bit overzealous at times. Gigi is my assistant, but he has a habit of butting in with his opinions. Most mummets are rather simple, capable of no more than rudimentary speech. They can be relied upon for menial tasks, but little else. Gigi, on the other hand, is quite intelligent, and quite stubborn, I might add. I suspect that's due to his age. He's been with the guild for an eternity, ever attending each guildmaster, but recently he's been coming and going as he pleases. Nah, Gigi. Kneel before Gigi, the one true guildmaster, respect my authority, ignorant mortal, or suffer my wrath. It's like this every day, Monicate. I'm afraid the experience he's accumulated over a century of assisting guildmasters has made him arrogant. It's quite intimidating, really. I may be the guildmaster, but he's like a walking, talking archive of all knowledge to do with our craft. Oh, I completely forgot about you, Inyot. Sorry. As I was about to say, I think this is very, very good for a beginner. It's reasonably pure and well formed. I dare say you got a knack for this, Monegate. What you need now is practice. So keep practicing with your hammer and come back here when you've gotten more comfortable using it. Neat, G. Bugger off, greenhorn. And practice I will, but off screen. Besides, I've talked long enough. See ya.